What's up, peoples of IRC and elsewhere? This is Undefeatable Twilight. I promised you a new video, and I always keep my promises. So, I am very wet and tired because I just got back and it's raining outside, and I didn't take an umbrella because it wasn't raining when I left. So, my fault, I guess. Anyways, I had a gender clinic appointment today, and it went pretty well. I gotta say, I think I'm cautiously optimistic, and I have every single finger possible crossed that things are going to move ahead for me. That I am, because they said they were going to send. They asked me a lot of questions about my gender history, which basically like when did I start feeling like I was trans, what happened in my past, etc. And they said they weren't 100% confident, but they said that they were reasonably confident that I could move ahead with it, and that in the end it was up to me, and it's up to what I decide. So long as I decide to move ahead with it, which I am, because, you know, I've already invested a lot of stuff into this, then everything should be great. And they also said they wrote up all the stuff that I told them that they asked me, and they said they were going to copy it into a letter which they would send to me, so I have a copy to my GP and to the hormone clinic. So hopefully that means, again, every single possible finger crossed, that I can start HRT soon, which I'm really hoping. But I'm kind of being cautiously optimistic at the moment. I have another appointment with them in a month, which is pretty quick, actually. Usually it's like a gap of like 6 or 7 months between appointments, but no, I'm going back next month, so okay. Great, okay, that's good, that's a good thing. But yeah, I'm incredibly tired right now because I had to get up at, the appointment was at 10 a.m, and the gender clinic is in Leeds, and I live in Lancaster. So I don't know exactly how far it is, but it's not exactly next door, let's put it that way. So I had to get up at 6 a.m. Because I needed to take the train at 7:07, and it takes usually it takes about 10 minutes to walk to the train station from here, but if you go around the long way, which I do because I am crazy and I have a daily walking target that I have to meet, so I figured why not go the long way around and I can get some walking in while I'm at it. So that takes about half an hour, so I get up at 6, have breakfast, go out the door by 6:30. I'm actually pretty dizzy right now, I have to admit. Don't worry, I'm not going to pass out or anything. I'm just like, well, yeah, I'll sleep well tonight, put it that way. So yeah, out the door by 6:30, go to train station. Thankfully the train wasn't delayed. I mean, that was my biggest fear, that the train, because I had to get the train to Leeds, and then take a bus from Leeds to the hospital, because the hospital isn't actually in Leeds city centre, it's like on the outskirts. And it was not the route I usually take. Usually I take the train to Crossgates and then take the bus from there to the hospital. But this time it was different, so I was worried that I was going to get lost. I was worried that the train would be delayed and that would cause me to miss my bus. But thankfully everything worked out. The train was on time. I arrived, and even though I didn't have any idea how to get from the train station to the bus station, I had looked on Google Maps, so it didn't really help. But there were thankfully maps around the city centre that I could look at and make sure I was going the right way. So yeah, I got the bus on time. The bus came on time, which was also good, and I got there in time. So I got to my appointment, and it went well, like I said. And then it took about an hour, the appointment I mean, and then I got out and I was starving to death because obviously I hadn't eaten since like 6:15 in the morning, and it was now 11. So yeah, I was pretty damn dead on my feet, both from tiredness and from hunger. And then I go to the bus stop. I got a urban day rider, which is basically unlimited travel within a certain area. only I discovered that it's only valid on certain types of bus, only one of which was actually going to the stop I was to the hospital, to the stop outside the hospital, and that comes like every half an hour. So I was waiting for, I missed the one at 11, so I had to wait for the one that was at 22, so I was waiting for like half an hour at the bus stop, like almost dying of hunger. I finally get on the bus, go to back to Leeds city centre, because it wasn't going back to the stop I got on at, annoyingly enough. I went back to Leeds city centre, thankfully, found a McDonald's so I could go and get some lunch and recover my health, as put it in video game terms. And then I just walked to the train station, and the train back was delayed, but that doesn't bother me so much because I don't have a time limit going home. It was kind of a rough journey because I couldn't sit down, which was annoying because, like I said, I'm exhausted, but the train was packed, so I had to stand almost the entire way. But I made it back, and it was raining when I got off the train, so I was like, oh, fantastic. But there we go, that was it, that was my appointment. So if you ever find yourself in this situation, I can probably give you a couple of pieces of advice. I would say treat these appointments the same way you would treat a police interrogation. That meaning, be honest, but don't say anything more than you have to say, because you never know what they might pick up on. They might interpret something in the wrong way and not a good way. And I know I'm probably being overcautious and over paranoid here, but when you've been waiting for over 4 years, kind of close to 5 years now, like I have, and still not gone anywhere with HRT or transitioning or whatever, then yeah, it does tend to make you a bit paranoid, because you're constantly, or I'm constantly worried that they're going to be like, no, you don't qualify as transgender, you're not going to be put on the care path. Like, but it's been 5 years already and I haven't, what? But hopefully, I mean, that's not going to happen to me again, fingers crossed. But yeah, be honest, but be economical with the truth. I say, don't outright lie, because that's not a good thing. If you lie to get hormones, then I don't know, it's not a good thing to do. Be honest, and yeah, I mean I don't know really how strict their criteria are. Probably it varies from doctor to doctor, but like, I don't know, yeah, just be honest, but don't say anything more than you have to. That's the best advice I can give for those things. Also, it kind of does help if you don't smoke or take any illegal drugs or drink excessively, because they might think that might be a negative against you. That might be okay, I don't know, but I'm kind of thankful that I don't do any of that stuff. Anyways, I'm gonna go now, and I would love to go back to bed and go to sleep, but I have to stay up because otherwise it'll mess up my sleep schedule. But hopefully I'll survive the rest of the day. So until then, thanks a lot. See ya. Love and peace.